This Docs on Call is brought to you by Excellus, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and UHS. I'm here with Dr. Luis Rodriguez with UHS Orthopedics and Sports Medicine on Mitchell Avenue in Binghamton. And we're going to talk about injury prevention in young athletes. How do you describe or categorize young athletes?
Well, a young athlete is basically an athlete that is still growing. So what that means is that they still have, for example, open growth plates in their bones. So that means that these certain areas of their bodies can be more susceptible to injury. So that's basically how we categorize a young athlete. So anyone from grade school up to high school until these growth plates or physes close.
And so what would be the difference between a young athlete and an adult athlete?
Okay, well, that's an excellent question. Young athletes are not just smaller versions of adult athletes or high-level athletes, when they get to the professional level. So these differences have to be taken into account. These bones are still growing, their ligaments and their bodies are changing and growing continuously, so that can sometimes predispose them to injury.
What are some of the more common youth sports injuries?
Well, there are two main types, acute and overuse injuries. The acute injuries happen, for example, when there's an ankle sprain. The overuse injuries are more repetitive types of trauma without enough periods of rest between practices or competitions.
And what are some of the strategies to help prevent youth sports injuries?
Well, it's very important that we teach these young athletes to listen to their bodies and not to try to work through pain. For example, just to meet the parents' or the coaches' expectations, which can happen sometimes, unfortunately. And also, it's very important to let them enjoy a variety of sports and not let them specialize too soon in one sport. That has been shown to not only allow them to enjoy a little bit more, but also to prevent injuries.
Thank you, Dr. Luis Rodriguez with UHS. If you want more information, go to our website, WBNG.com. If you want to leave a comment or ask a question, call 584-7362, 584-7-DOC.